Start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Chris Jones on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, these Chargers, Charles, 9-7 in their first year back in the greater L.A. area under first-year coach Anthony Lynn. And Rivers continues to lead a gritty team. They went 9-3 after the 0-4 start last year. But look, still have just 1 playoff appearance in 8 seasons, and they have not won the AFC West since 2009.
And you and I both know they know it, too. And Phillip Rivers, he knows he's near the end of his career, but he still has productivity left. They made a big push at the end of last season. Rivers to Keenan Allen, still as dangerous a combination as there is in the league. And then on defense, who's blocking Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa? And now you add Derwin James in as a playmaking safety. The Chargers believe 2018 could be their year.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Rivers now on 2nd down. And incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And now running right through it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. Hey!
2nd down, Rivers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Two for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Eight.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Rivers now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the ball. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. Now a
10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And on this this one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
This one taken from the 7. And an alley to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, 93 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And taken right at the 35. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Kelsey out in the slot right. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Left, 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 left.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he puts it through. Butker now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the seat. How they attack him here. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Rivers now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Benjamin with it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Black 58, Will! Black 58.
On 2nd down, Williams. And an alley to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception here, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. D. Ford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know this.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rivers on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Justin Houston in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Third and long for Rivers. Wide open. It's out and complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? To keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out of his end zone, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This is Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. We talked early on about this defense needing to hold him under 100 yards. He's had a few good runs, but he is under 100, and maybe not coincidentally, they're trailing here in the 4th.
But sometimes the best plans actually do get executed, and so far they're on their game.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Set. 390. Alert 16. Alert 16.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Rivers now on second down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together